Hey, what's swaggin' players? It's your boy StaxMontana, man, back out here on this NBA 2K18 MyCAREER, featuring the sixth god himself, Killer Cam Baker. Well, not as much. You're gonna hear more of me than you're gonna see of the sixth guy in this video. Now, this is what's happening. We going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder in the playoffs, and I kind of gave a brief bracket on how I thought the playoffs were gonna go. Now, it kind of went the way I thought, maybe not in the games. Like, I might have picked the Pelicans to win in 5 games and they won in 6, like stuff like that. It didn't really go that way, but everything else except the Western Conference Finals went the way that I thought it was gonna go. I did not see the Thunder beating the Warriors in the Western Conference. I just did not see it happening. And the Thunder pretty much been pretty dominant throughout the playoffs. They beat the Nuggets in 5, and then they turn around and beat the Spurs in 4, and then they beat the Thunder in 6. So those guys been pretty dominant throughout the playoffs. So did the Warriors. I mean, before they got to the Western Conference Finals, those guys been pretty dominant too. 4-0 in the Pelicans and the Rockets. And now they lost to the Thunder in 6. Now let's look at my road to the NBA Finals and how the Miami Heat got there. So far, we just 12-0 throughout the entire playoffs. We got 4 more games to win. Let's see if we can get them. I'm going up against the Thunder. Now look at my road. I had to go up against Carmelo Anthony and the Knicks. So I had to guard Carmelo Anthony. You already know Carmelo is a cheat code on this game. Then I had to go up against Ben Simmons, another great small forward, and the Sixers. And you know how, well, Ben Simmons not that cheesy, but he's pretty good as well. And then I had to go up against arguably one of the most top cheesiest players in 2K history, LeBron James and the Cavs, and we ended up 4-0 and those guys as well. And those last 2 games of that series was really tough. We had to come back from down like 21 in game 3, bro. It was listen, it was rough, okay? It was a rough stretch of games for your boy. Somehow we pulled all of the games out. Now we going up against Paul George and the Thunder. I thought we was going up against KD and the Warriors, but somehow the Thunder beat them, and just here we go. Now I thought I was going up against Paul George, but let's take a look at what actually happened. Now, this is the league leaders for the playoffs. I was just scrolling through this as I do after every playoff series, and then I happen to scroll down and I see that Paul George is injured and out for the entire rest of the rest of the season, which could possibly be 7 games. So he's going to be out for those 7 games. He's going to be out for the NBA Finals. He worked his ass off all season, and now I'm going to miss the NBA Finals. And I was wondering how they beat the Thunder without Paul. Like, how did they beat the Warriors without Paul George? But the thing is, they had Paul George, you know what I'm saying, for every single game, but he got injured halfway through game 6 and they won it. This is terrible. Dang, he had 8 turnovers in this game. God damn, boy. I'm surprised y'all still won. I'm pretty sure Russell had about 8 of them in listen. But I don't know what happened, how it happened. I don't know, bruh. But he ended up getting injured in game 6. As you can see, he only played 19 minutes in this game. So he got injured in game 6. Halfway through the game, he had 18 points. So he's balling. I don't know what Westbrook did in this game for them to end up still winning. Because if it would have went to game 7, if they would have lost this game, went to game 7, the Thunder would have. I mean, the Warriors would have won. But Russell Westbrook beat Kevin Durant in the Western Conference Finals to move on to the NBA Finals. Too bad he does not have Paul George no more. And let me see what Westbrook been doing in this series. And Westbrook ain't even really been doing much in this series. That series against the Spurs, though. Hold up. Triple-double. He had 20 What is this, Westbrook or goddamn prime Dwight Howard? How did this man? He almost had a triple-double in this game too, but he had 43 points and 20 rebounds. What the hell, bro? And then Westbrook did have 5 turnovers in that game. Paul George had 8, but then he had to come through clutch. He had a couple triple doubles in this series, but he hasn't even been playing that well in this series. Like, as far as just him being Westbrook, he hasn't been playing that well. 16, 9, and 8, 15, 11, and 14, 17, 9, and 11, 12, 10, and 12. He hasn't been playing really Westbrook-like, but, you know, he pulled it out somehow. Now he's going to the NBA Finals without Paul George. Another thing I did notice, Steph Curry is injured, and he only played in 3 of the games against the Thunder. Now you see the trend. Now I'm starting to notice what happened here. You look at this. Steph Curry, he played in the first game they won. They lost the second game, but then he played in the game that they also won. And I guess that's when he got injured. Because, I mean, if you look at it, too, I don't even know how he got injured or what happened. Because he played 40 minutes in that game. So, I don't know if he got injured, like, at the very end of the game. He was, like, some D-Rose type stuff. Like, and it looked like, look, if you pay attention, the games that they win, they blew them out. The game that they lost, it was close. The game that they won, they blew them out. So, I think if Steph was still playing, the Warriors would have went to the finals. So, bro, this whole thing is crazy right now. Steph ended up missing the last, because they won in 6, the last 3 games of this series where the Thunder just won 3 straight. And yeah, so that's rough. That's rough and tough at the same time, bro. And you look at Kevin Durant, he played in all of the games and he tried his best. I don't know what happened in this game, but he tried his best. And if you look at this, they got blown out right here. Right here was a little bit closer, but it was like, damn, dog. Damn, Steph ended up going down, and it looked like he's not even in, like all right, if you look at Paul George's injury, the plus sign is red. That means you're done. You can't play. But if you look at this one, it just means he's hurt. So he probably could have played in that game 7 if they was able to force the game 7, but they was not. And the Thunder ended up, listen, bro, this whole thing just been crazy, bro. I ain't even gonna flex. This whole thing been crazy. Let's just look at the top scorers throughout the playoffs so far. Isaiah Thomas been balling. In that series he played against us, though, it didn't look that good, bro. 15.6 points. He had a good game 3 where, you know, those guys almost won that thing. And then he had a pretty good game 4 as well. But yeah, Anthony Davis, he was hooping. Kawhi Leonard, Kevin Durant, LeBron, Carmelo. Where Ben Simmons at? Ben Simmons might not be on his top scorers list because I was trying to clamp Ben Simmons. You feel me? I was trying to clamp that man. You feel me? But he still had 18. He had 6 this game, 22, and then 14. So I was trying to clamp this man, Ben Simmons. You feel me? Get to the top rebounders of the playoffs. And it's still your boy, top assist leaders of the playoffs. 17 assists per game in the playoffs while still scoring 41.5 points. Your boy balling. My blocks per game went up in the playoffs. I'm not one of the top shot blockers. I'm top 10, but not the top shot blocker. But steals per game, I'm number 2, right behind Steph Curry. Man, this is, I kind of wanted to play against Golden State in the finals. You know what I'm saying? But Westbrook got injured, which led to Paul George ended up getting injured in the same series. So this is going to be a crazy NBA Finals. I'm predicting that we're probably going to sweep these guys as well. Like, just a Thunder team without Paul George, just Westbrook. And if you look at the numbers Westbrook is putting up right now, he almost averaging a triple-double in the playoffs. That 20 rebound game was crazy. Like, I don't even know how he did that. But right now, oh, man, it's crazy. It's crazy, dog. It's crazy, bro. But these playoffs, man, it's been a crazy playoffs, and I'm thinking that the Eastern Conference Finals was probably just going to be our NBA Finals, because I don't see this one even being competitive at all. But I'm still going to post all of the games, whether they go to 4 games or 3 games or 3 games or 7 games. I'm still going to post all of the games. This is the official lineup. We ended up getting a guy injured as well, Hassan Whiteside, with a broken nose. And I wish 2K will allow, like, if a guy got a broken nose, allow him to wear the face mask in the game. That'd be dope. But, yep, this is our lineup. Dragic, Dion Waiters, your boy, the 6th God, Kelly Olynyk, Hassan Whiteside. Y'all seen in Game 3 of that Eastern Conference Finals. When Kelly Olynyk was not in that starting lineup, things got real. So we got him back in the starting lineup for Game 4, and we end up winning that one. But now we got him back in the lineup for officially. And now we got James Johnson, Shammy, Bam. This is just the rest of the squad guys that gets no play time on the squad. Wesley, Jordan Mickey, he will never see the court while I'm out here ever again. Game 3, yeah, you sucked. Let's see what you did in Game 3. Boy, you sucked. You sucked. You played 16 minutes and you scored 1 point, bro. No. Sorry. That was the last time he played. You see the gap in the times he played, bro. But anyway, you played in 21 minutes in the Eastern Conference Finals. You scored 2 points, bro. Listen, you're trash. AJ Ham, I don't even know who that guy is. And then Jonathan Simmons, he's just too inconsistent. I like Josh Richardson a lot better than him. I don't even know why we traded for him, but it's all good. He's on the squad now. You're not doing much. You know what I'm saying? You're sitting on the bench. Don't worry, you're going to get you a ring because the Thunder ain't going to be able to compete with us. The NBA Finals is coming real soon. If this your first, oh, what the heck? Happy holidays. Hey, it's lit. If this your first time watching the StaxMontana video, man, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. You're not going to want to miss these NBA Finals. Also, if you are enjoying the series so far, make sure you go ahead and drop a like on it. Let me know you're enjoying it. I definitely keep posting more. But until next time, players. Real fans, stay up and I am out. Swag team, bruh. Zombie gang. Go. Let's go.